Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Koshadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Koshadigaya Shanka baje, kanta baje, baje karatala. Shanka baje, kanta baje, baje karatala. Madhur Madha Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Kanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje Shanka baje, ganta baje, madhur 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 baje. Madhura madhura madhur baje. Madhur, madhur, madhur baje Shanka baje, ganta baje Madhur, madhur, madhur baje Madhura, madhura, madhura baje Madhur, madhur, madhur baje Nita Gaura Ibo, Haribo, Haribo, Gaura Ibo Koti Chandra Chini Vadana Ujwala Gala Dese Bana Mala Kore Jalamala Desevana mala Kore jalamala Shiva Shiva Sukana Radha Preme Gada Gata Bhakti Vinodate Kora Sampada Tashi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Jagannatha Prabhu Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Sai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo.
आचार्य स्तोत्र भक्ति वेदांत गोस्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय हो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजाका आचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय श्रील गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय सच्चिदानंद श्रील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज की जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय सट गोस्वामी की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। गोलोक वृंदावन धाम की जय। मधुर धाम की जय। द्वारका धाम की जय। अयोध्या धाम की जय। पुरी जगन्नाथ धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय। श्री श्री गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। श्री 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 जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। श्री श्री निताय गौर सुंदर भगवान की जय। गंगामय यमुनमय की जय। भक्ति देव तुलसी देवी की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Namaste Narashingaya. Namaste Narashingaya. Praladalana Hiranyakashipurvakshai Silatanganakayane Ito Narshima Bharato Narshima Yato Yato Yamitato Narshima Vaye Narshima Hridaye Narshima Narshima Madim Saranam Prapade Tavagana Kamala Bhare Nakamadhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tana Brinda Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narshimade Jaya Narshimade Jaya Narshimade Jaya Narshimade Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Nitai Guru Haribo 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 Nitai Guru Haribo भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की।
Hare Krishna. Okay, a warm welcome to everybody. Okay, thank you. Well, welcome to ISKCON of Baltimore. And you see our deities, they're so beautifully dressed today. So we would like to give a big round of applause for the devotees. And before we kick in, we would like to thank our sponsor who wanted to sponsor the feast today, Krishna Kandel Prabhu. Is he here? Oh, yes, Prabhu, you're here. He wanted to sponsor today's feast for the blessings of the Lord. So, Krishna Kandel Prabhu, if you want to please come forward and take blessings. And now coming to the most important part, we would like to welcome His Holiness Romapada Swami Maharaj. Please, round of applause. Hare Krishna. Yeah, louder, we can go louder than that. Thank you, Maharaj, for coming and please blessing all of us here. So Maharaj is a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He's been serving Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON for over 50 years now. And he travels a lot. He travels a lot, and he's been very carefully cultivating communities all over the world, especially college. He's very interested, and he's been very intensely involved in college preaching all over the world. And for example, like MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of Illinois, Penn State, he's been doing it at many such universities all over the country. And he conducts a lot of retreats. If you have visited any of Maharaj's retreats, you can know how nourishing and relishable those are. And he's been doing it throughout the years. And Maharaj's focus is to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to learn the teachings of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and to provide a very meaningful and a practical method so that everybody could develop a relationship with Krishna. So with that, please once again give a warm welcome to Maharaj. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for coming. Sorry, Maharaj, I forgot one thing. Is anybody coming here for the first time today? Oh, yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, we have Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu here, so you can connect with him. He's our liaison for any new people who are coming in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming in. Anyone else? No? Okay. Thank you very much.
What the words are. Huh? Most of them know. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Balabha Girivadadhari Balabha Girivadadhari Gopi Jana Balabha Girivadadhari Gopi Jana Balabha Girivadadhari Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamuna Tiravana Chadi Jamuna Tiravana Chadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hadi Madhava Kunjabi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hadi Madhava Kunjabi Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivadadhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivadadhari Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamuna Tiravana Chadi Jamuna Tiravana Chadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Hadi Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivijakacharya See Srimad His Divine Grace Isi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Gaura Premanandi What's next? We had so many holidays this month. One festival after another festival. Over yet. The wheel keeps turning. There's going to be more festivals. Besides our American Thanksgiving. Quality chanting. the importance of chanting with quality. That's going. First, a little introduction. This personality that you see in the circle, who is that? Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami has written a very nice, one of many very nice verses describing the quality, what it's like, quality chanting. And this is from one who knows what quality chanting is. Dagta Madhava, I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many, many mouths. When that name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. There's a child making some noise, and if some parent can do something about the child that's making noise, please. So, upstairs? Whatever is necessary. So there's a sequence. There's the part of the body that makes the sound. There's the part of the body that hears the sound. And there's the receptacle where that sound, when is properly, attentively heard, it goes to another part of the body, the heart. Courtyard of the heart. It's poetic, at the same time it's instructive. You get the sweetness or the nectar from the holy name, you have to vibrate it. That's easy. The mouth part of the body can do that. The ear part of the body is, sometimes we're not paying attention to the sound and the mouth is going and the ear is somewhere else. Mind is because the mind is somewhere else. But it's a secret, an open secret. If you hear sound very attentively, it goes into the courtyard of the heart. When it goes into the courtyard of the heart, that's how the mind and therefore all the senses become inert. We'll do it again. It's important. This is quality chanting 101. Make the sound. Most triple most important. Hear with undivided attention. That takes practice. It takes some discipline. But when it's done with practice and with discipline, then something happens. The sound goes into the heart. Because according to our scriptural teaching, the soul is in the region of the heart. But that it means it touches soul. Sound moves matter. Spiritual sound moves spiritual existence. The soul becomes animated, or it enters the courtyard of the heart and dances in the courtyard of the heart. And then the mind becomes stunned and the senses become inert. So control of the mind and senses is made possible. Yoga indriya samyama from the scripture. Indriya samyama, the senses must be controlled. Yoga means to control the senses. The senses can become controlled by hearing the sound. Say it negatively. If you don't hear the sound, Your mind is going to be all over the place. If you hear the sound, your mind becomes captured, stunned, and the senses become inert. Yoga practice is chanting Hare Krishna mantra attentively, in a nutshell. And the very, very beginning part, touch nectar, but we don't taste that nectar. Most of us don't taste that nectar because we're not hearing. Make the sound, but hearing is next step, most important step. Indukta Madhava. Here's a nice photograph of Srila Prabhupada on a morning walk, and he's speaking about quality chanting. Here's what he says. Why 16 rounds? Why not 16,000 rounds? That is the meaning of quality. Therefore, chant at least 16 rounds. When you come to chanting with quality, you will feel, why 16 rounds? Why not 16,000? And that's a lot. But why not? When there's taste, when there's quality, there's taste. And when there's taste, it's not something that's, you don't become satiated. With something material, you can become satiated. You can only eat so much at a certain point. Someone doesn't need to tell you. You can tell them. That's not the kind of experience with something spiritual like the chanting of the holy name. Morning Walk, Nairobi, 1975. However, many of us find ourselves in this space. We're hearing and chanting, but inside, barely changing. But why is that? So this is a little exercise in going beyond mediocrity, the path of bhakti, through quality chanting. That's the topic I've been asked to speak about. Now, I hope the sound system works, but some of you may know. Oh, it works. Look at that. This is a painting of Raghunath Das Goswami, and he is the author of Sri Manashiksha. Manashiksha, Shiksha means instructions, and he's instructing the mind. You want to hear his instruction about the mind in regards to chanting? Got some nice music with it too.
यदि आवाशं प्रजभुविसरागं तच्चित्तरिज स्वरूपं स्वं सगनं तस्याग्रजं नित्यं स्मरन् तात्व
I was supposed to, you can hear it. Now, here's the meaning, also has some nice music, but it's a different person narrating the meaning.
Listen. If you desire in every birth to reside in the land of Vraja with loving attachment and to serve the youthful couple of Sri Sri Radha Krishna in close proximity, then clearly remember and offer obeisances to Sri Swarup, Sri Rupa, and his associates in Vrindavan, and to Sri Rupa's elder brother, Sri Sanatan.
Now, there's a GPS that says where you want to go. Where do you want to go? If you desire in every birth, notice in every birth it's not looking for I want to get out of this place because it's crazy. but serving in Vrindavan, in the land of Vraj, with loving attachment to the youthful couple Radha Krishna in close proximity. The language is important, of course, but Raghunath Das is in that position. He's serving the divine couple in close proximity, and he's giving a roadmap. This is how you get there, and it's become attached to those who are there, or those who are attached to those who are there. Now, as you know, when Raghunath Das Goswami reached Jagannath Puri, he took shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after much, much, much ordeal to get there, but got there because he was very determined to get there, and Lord Nityananda made it possible for him to get there. There's details in his wonderful narration, but he got there. And when he took shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put him under the care of Swarup Damodar, and therefore he was known as the Raghu of Swarup, because there were other Raghunaths. So he was the Raghu of Swarup. Who is Swarup Damodar in Krishna Lila? Who is Swarup Damodar in Krishna Lila? Who is the most intimate servant of Srimati Radharani? Lalita. Swarup Damodar was in charge of. That means Swarup Damodar, A and B. He was constantly by Lord Chaitanya's side, so he knew A to Z of Lord Chaitanya's activities. And because of his intimacy as Lalita, he knew of his inner moods. And he explained all that. There's nothing that Raghunath Das didn't know about his activities and his inner moods of love. He is deeply indebted, eternally indebted to Swarup, and he's encouraging us who want that in our GPS. You know, of course, the chanting of the holy name is essential, but taking shelter of those who have that taste, have that experience. Of course, Rupa Goswami and his elder brother Sanatan Goswami, because when Raghunath Das went from Jagannath Puri after Lord Chaitanya's departure to Vrindavan, his plan, as you know, his plan was, I can't bear the separation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I'm going to offer my respects to Rupa and Sanatan, because he had met them in Puri, and I'm going to jump off Govardhan Hill and give up my life. So his mood was like very melancholy, to say the least. And Rupa Goswami understood everything and told him, before he even said, I plan to give up my life, you can't give up your life. Please understand, you had the facility of being in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's association. Well, we're way up here in Vrindavan, under the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You had his association. And not only you had his association, but you understood his moods from Swarup Damodar. So you can't give up your life. You have to share that which you experienced directly in his association. Therefore, we give you some service. Every day, for 3 to 4 hours every day, you narrate what you have heard and understood from Swarup Damodar about Lord Chaitanya in Jagannath Puri. How could he disobey Rupa? He's deeply indebted to Rupa and Sanatan and Swarup Damodar. And one of the persons in that audience was Krishnadas Kaviraj. So how did Krishnadas Kaviraj learn what he knew? From Raghunath Das, who heard from Swarup Damodar. And we in turn have those resources to turn to if we desire to reside in the land of Vraja with loving attachment to the youthful couple, Radha Krishna. So that's quality hearing with the ear, and then something happens. That sound vibration, whether it's the holy name or it's the name, fame, qualities, pastimes of the Supreme Lord, enters into the courtyard of the heart, and the mind becomes stunned just by hearing. Now, another of the six Goswamis, another two of the six Goswamis, we've named two of them so far. There's Sanatan and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And they have, in Hari Bhakti Vilas, compiled some instructions on quality chanting. Would you like to hear? Me too. Here's one of those instructions. You'll see these phrases repeated several times. So if you didn't catch it the first time, you'll catch it the second time or the third time or the fourth time. Mana samharanam shaucham. There's 6 points in Hari Bhakti Vilas. We'll point them out. Monam mantrartha chintanam. Those another 2. Avyagratvam anirvedo japa sampati. Japa sampati. Hetava. Japa sampati means perfection through practice. So let's hear these 6. This is when sadhana becomes siddha. Quality japa. That's our topic. So the first one, mana samharanam, subduing the mind. From Rupa Goswami's teaching, we have the key, the ear. When you hear attentively, the mind becomes subdued. Mana samharanam. Shocham, cleanliness. Maunam, silence. And you'll hear Bhaktivinoda Thakur say, what does mean just don't talk. It's another kind of silence. Just a little sharing. I get on airplanes every now and then. One of the last times I was in an airplane, they're doing their take the drink orders. The flight attendant comes down the aisle, and she looked at me and, said, "Are you a monk?" And then she said, "What order?" I said, "Hare Krishna." She said, "I thought so." Then she said, "Have you taken a vow of silence?" I was surprised. I'd never been asked that question before. Apparently she knew something, that some people that are monks take a vow of silence. And I said, I wouldn't be talking to you about it. You wouldn't be getting an answer from me. No. But what does silence mean? It means you don't, you use your vocal capacity only for one thing. That's silence. Because no material noise. But like when we have japa retreats, we have this mona vrata, right? Doesn't mean you can't chant. You have to chant. But the other things that you might talk about, you don't talk about. Okay. Maunam. Mantrartha chintanam. Meditating on the mantra's meaning. We're going to see these phrases multiple times. But when Gopal Bhatta compiled Hari Bhakti Vilas and Sanatana Goswami put it into publishable form, Sanatana Goswami took the credit, but Gopal Bhatta did the work, groundwork at least. But it's drawn from ancient texts. It's not just creative writing. You'll see as we go forward. Patience. How many here are impatient to get the result? Because we had that little, chanting, hearing, but not much progress, not much transformation. It may have something to do with the quality of our hearing, maybe. Some other things too. So patience and steadiness. One of the sources that I've learned this, one of the sources that our acharyas have drawn from is Patanjali. Who's Patanjali? He's not the source of the Vedas, but Patanjali's teachings also come from the Vedas, but he codified things that are here. He used different Sanskrit terms, but he described the process of yoga in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. You'll see. These are come from there. Vajana Rahasya Bhaktivinoda Thakur on these same points, covering these same points from Hari Bhakti Vilas. To be attentive, purification of the heart is required. Remember, our topic is quality chanting. This means keeping silence, that is, avoiding unfavorable talking. While chanting, one must affectionately remember the meaning of the mantra. He's not saying I'm quoting and explaining Hari Bhakti Vilas, but he's quoting and explaining Hari Bhakti Vilas. Commentary on Hari Bhakti Vilas. Steadiness, patience, and attachment to chanting are all treasures of chanting. And one of our contemporary authors, Shivaram Maharaj, these are the causes of success in chanting, same Hari Bhakti Vilas. Subduing the mind, cleanliness, avoiding unnecessary talk, remembering the meaning of the mantra, patience, and not becoming disappointed. One of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intimate associates, he had many, one of them was Vrikeshwara Pandit. Maybe maybe you've read Chaitanya Charitamrita. One of the things that he's particularly known for in Chaitanya Charitamrita was his ability to dance like for hours on end, nonstop. Not just dance, like, delicately. He would ecstatically dance for a whole day and not become tired. Chant and chant and dance. That's one of the things he's well known for. But he also should be well known for, and now you'll know he should be known for, is his teachings on chanting. And he, Vrikeshwara Pandit, had a disciple named Dhyana Chandra Goswami. Dhyana Chandra Goswami took the teachings that he heard about chanting from Vrikeshwara Pandit and put it in a padati. Padati means essentially a manual on how to step-by-step do something. So Govinda, Gora Govinda, Archana Smarana, Padati. Gora Govinda, Archana Smarati, Padati. And it's a celebrated book, and he uses the same phrase. You see in red, Manak Samharanam Shaucham, Monam Mantrartha Chintanam. The sadhaka, its instructions in chanting. The sadhaka shall not move his head and neck about, nor show his teeth. Now that's not the most essential part. He shall sanctify his mind by withdrawing it from the objects of the senses, pondering the meaning of the mantra, and maintaining silence. There's many other things. Here's some other nice things. The mantra should be situated between children crying and phones that do that. If anybody has a phone that's in the ring mode, do the needful, please. Thank you. We'll do it again. The mantra should be situated in the mind, and the mind should be situated in the mantra. Tomorrow morning, when you do your morning japa, remember this phrase. Practice this phrase. It'll help you get to the point of quality chanting. The mantra should be situated in the mind, and the mind should be situated in the mantra. The mind and mantra should be joined together. This is the characteristic of japa. And here is a nice painting, or excuse me, a photograph of this same person, Gopal Guru Goswami wrote something about chanting. He also explained mantrartha chintanam, meditating on the meaning and value of the mantra. It's in Hari Bhakti Vilas. It's true for Gayatri mantras, that's instruction in Hari Bhakti Vilas, but Mahamantra also. Well, because of time, I'm not going to give you examples, for example, this and that. But I'm because of time, I'm just presenting principles. And if we had more time, we'd go into details. So, emphasis again and again on meaning. What's the meaning? Here in Gopal Guru's writing, he gives meaning. Would you like to know what his meaning is? Yes, me too. This is his explanation, English translation, of Hare, the personality of Godhead, who has a form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss, has manifested himself in the form of his name, because he takes away ignorance and its activities. The devotees remember him as Hari. Sri Radha, who is the Lord's own pleasure potency, steals the mind of Krishna. She is therefore praised as Hara. So, Krishna is Hari, he takes away, and she's Hara. She takes away Krishna's mind. So, she is praised as Hara. In the vocative, it becomes Hare. Got it? It's honoring Radha, who steals the mind of Krishna. He's Hari, she's Hara, and she steals the mind of Krishna, so she's in the vocative as Hare. And the meaning of the name Krishna, that's easy. Sri Krishna is the eternal beloved of Radha, who is bliss personified. Krishna is bliss personified. The beautiful dark son of Nanda, with eyes like lotus petals, is the only source of bliss for the residents of Gokula. He is therefore known as Krishna. Therefore, the names Hare and Krishna mean Radha and Krishna, and are full of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. So this is taken directly from Gopal Guru's writings on the instruction to remember the meaning of the name in the mantra while you're chanting the mantra. And he has a very interesting explanation for the name Rama. You'll never guess this one, so I'll read it. That Sri Krishna, who is the chief amongst those expert in loving affairs and the worshipable deity of amorous pastimes, always enjoys Radha. Don't take pictures yet, because there's another image coming up, so please don't do that. It's distracting too. He is therefore called Rama, or Radha Ramana, Rama. I'll do it again. That Sri Krishna, who is the chief amongst those expert in loving affairs and the worshipable deity of amorous pastimes, always enjoys Radha. He is therefore called Rama. So there's a deity in Vrindavan, Radha Ramana, Rama. Of course, we have two additional meanings. The two additional meanings, they're from Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Krishnadas Kaviraj writes, some people argue on this side and that side. Rama means Ramachandra. No, Rama means Balarama. And the conclusion is they're both right. So there's two additional meanings. Take your pick. But don't just bounce around. The instruction is to become absorbed in the meaning. Now here's a little description of Srila Prabhupada. It's a recorded description of Prabhupada describing quality chanting. It's really nice. Prabhupada breaks down in tears when he's describing this. Okay, well, I'll tell you what Prabhupada is. When technology doesn't work, I'm lost. Prabhupada is saying, in very simple terms, when you're offering the chanting of anything in service to Krishna, you're making an offering to Krishna, and then he is appealing in this short little audio clip. Don't become puffed up. What do you have that's meaningful to Krishna? Then he starts crying. He starts to stop. I'm rotten, fallen, puffed up. I'm meaningless. What do I have to offer you? But you kindly accept. And Krishna will accept this kind of offering. And he's indicating that chanting should also be done in that mood. Emphasis on humility, but chanting itself is a expression of offering unto Krishna. Let's see what happens. Now, there's the meaning of the mantra, and then it's also recommended to meditate on the value of the mantra. Here's Rupa Goswami from Namastika. Astika is 8 prayers in glorification of the chanting of the holy name. The holy name is worshipped by liberated souls, as even Namabhas destroys all types of miseries. Now, this isn't codified, but this is a very simple translation of the second sloka. Tvam anadarat api manag udharitam udiratam. If someone utters you, even with negligence, that's namabhas, you destroy severe material miseries. That is your mighty power. So therefore, the holy name is so powerful that it can destroy, even namabhas can destroy prarabdha karma. Then what to speak of, how valuable is this mantra? And in his Sri Padyavali, he not his own writing, but he quotes an author unknown, extracting the 4 syllables that are the heart of the 4 Vedas, Lord Hari makes the word Narayana day and night chanting this name, we become purified. We do not know any other better way to please Lord Hari. Then he has a nice reference. I really like this one. This is the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose name is Ishwara Puri. Nice. This is on the value of the name. Let the twice born enter the fearless kingdom of yoga, Vedic study, and solitary meditation in the forest. Let them become liberated in that way. As for us, we will spend hundreds and thousands of births chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna, whose splendid dark complexion and yellow garments are like a host of blue lotus flowers blooming in a grove of yellow flower-bearing kadamba trees. Poetry, but it's the sign is it's not disrespecting those that are chasing after, striving for liberation. You know, one of the characteristics of devotional service, it derides even the conception of liberation. He's not deriding the conception, he's honoring those who want to achieve it, and they achieve it. Fantastic. Let them be happy in the state of liberation. As for us, above or other than the idea of liberation is just chanting the holy name of the person who is, as he's describing. That's how he knows Krishna. And we can also know Krishna. So another nice reference, another author unknown. May Krishna's holy name, which is the reservoir of all transcendental happiness, the destruction of Kali Yuga sins, the most purifying of all purifying things, the saintly person's food as he quickly traverses the path to the spiritual world, the pleasure garden where the voices of the great saints, philosophers, and poets play, the life of the righteous and the seed of the tree of religion bring transcendental auspiciousness to you all. Isn't that nice? But there's, in Padyavali, there is, according to topic, there's different clusters of wonderful prayers or sayings that he's gathered topic by topic, and this is from Padyavali under the topic of the holy name. There's a number of others. If you're interested, you can look. Other facets. This is because, but we're going back to the Hari Bhakti Vilas. Subduing the mind, cleanliness, silence, patience, steadiness. These are the 5 that are identified. Notice what those 5 are, and notice what Patanjali has to say. Manak samharanam, subduing the mind. And it is said, the mind is like a monkey, a drunken monkey stung by a scorpion, a drunken monkey stung by a scorpion, possessed by ghost. So how are you going to control the mind? This is Subhashitas, words of wisdom from great acharyas. So when difficulty comes, we have this nice teaching. Again, our topic is chanting with quality. You bring the mind back. This is Bhagavad Gita verse, instructive in chanting or any form of devotional practice. From whatever and wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, you all know the verse, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the capital S self. Mataji, could you not do that? Now, Socham, We know in the pastime of Gundicha Marjana, which is pictured here, there's the cleansing of the temple, and the cleansing of the temple is so that it makes a nice place for Jagannath, inviting place for Jagannath to come, because you don't bring the deity to a place that's not clean. Similarly, if you want the holy name to sit in the heart, then you have to have cleanliness, both internal and external. Cleanliness, the body, and treat the body as a sacred place, and remove the dirt from the heart, Cheta, Darpana, Marjanam. And which of the two, the internal cleanliness, is more of a challenge? Silence. I'm just going through quality chanting as given to us in Hari Bhakti Vilas with a little detail. Here is silence from Bhagavad Gita, opulence of the absolute, of secret things. I am silence. What does that mean? To speak only Bhagavad Gita and to reject talk unrelated to Krishna is known as mauna. Now, that's not a good practice. He's not chanting, or maybe he's chanting and he's distracted. Recommendation: when you're chanting, say it slowly, 3 times. When you're chanting, turn your phone off. Not just ringer off, but turn your phone off. If you want undistracted chanting, don't leave your phone on. Because even if you put where it's, it doesn't make a sound, when it makes a sound, it's ping. And you turn it off, and anyway, go and check your phone, because the tendency to be distracted. You want to come to the stage of quality chanting, don't do this. And be patient. There's a very nice statement here by Shruta Kirti. You know who is Shruta Kirti? One of the servants of Srila Prabhupada. How he got that mercy, God only knows. But he, Shyamasundar, and Harisori got so much mercy being Prabhupada's servant. So here's something he wrote in Los Angeles one day. I was in his sitting room in New Dwarka, cleaning around his desk. He was sitting behind his desk, chanting japa. As he pulled down the counter bead, he looked at me with a beautiful smile and said humorously, "There, I have finished my 16 rounds. Now I can do any damn thing I want." With patience. The restless nature of the unsteady mind is called Vyagata, Grata. And then the opposite is just be patient rather than restless. And non-dejection. So a turtle may move slowly. We may also make progress slowly, but be patient, be attentive, and if the result doesn't come so quickly, continue anyways. It's a teaching. It's in Rupa Goswami's teachings as well, isn't it? Utsahanjaschayat dharyat. Be patient. Don't become disturbed. I know some people that are disturbed because they're not making much progress in chanting particularly. One should not become discouraged by moving slowly. One of the teachings of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that I live by, I like very much, and I repeat it many times. I'm repeating it again just now. Progress, I'll say it twice. Progress is a series of small steps in the right direction. Progress is a series of small steps in the right direction. So it's important to know the right direction. when you get in your car, if you don't know the destination, your GPS isn't going to help you get there. But if you know the destination, put the destination in the GPS, and in small steps, follow. And even if you make a wrong turn, the GPS will get you back on track. So make sure you have the destination clear. And moving slowly in the direction of the destination, you'll get there. One time I was in a car, we were going to a university program, and they had some construction, so there was this big blockade. We couldn't go the way that the GPS said to go because they're doing construction. Big. So we went around, and the GPS took us around. We got to our destination. Make sure the destination is clear and be patient to get there, however long it takes. Oops, going back. Summary. This is the last slide. Mana samharanam. Subduing the mind. Shaucham, purity or cleanliness, internal, external. Maunam, silence. Mantrartha chintanam, meditate on the mantra's meaning. Of avyagatvam, non-haste or being patient. And don't become dejected. Keep going. However long it takes, that's how long it takes. Be attentive. You can improve in attentiveness. You must improve in attentiveness. There's no where are you sufficiently attentive? At this stage of prema bhakti, but most of us are not there yet, so we have to strive to be. Here's a nice teaching. This is from Madhurya Kandambani. To attain the stage of ruchi, which is still in the sadhana stage, I guess that means it's the yes. Huh? What? Another 10 minutes. I'll just say this and then we'll see if there's some discussion. Intensity of effort, two things. Intensity of effort is the determining factor in attaining the goal of a taste for the holy name. Supposing you don't yet have a taste, most of us. Supposing you don't yet have a taste. Get to that stage. Get there depends, the variable factor is intensity of practice. You practice and practice and practice and practice. No, dial up the intensity of your practice, which means the effort to hear and articulate clearly. So let's see if there's some discussion. Going back to starting point, chanting with quality. Any comments or questions? There's a hand up.
Hello, thank you for the talk. So I had a discussion with someone.
You had what?
A discussion. I was talking to someone about like chanting and how we gain taste, and what they were saying was like mercy, like we gain taste through mercy, or through Krishna's mercy. And so I was wondering also how our effort, how does that work? How do things
Got it.
work with that?
I think I understand your question. There's a ring back in the sound system. If you can fix the ring back in the sound system, that would be nice. Does anybody know how to do that? You can please. Okay. In devotional service, two things are required: effort and mercy. Effort alone is not sufficient. The Damodar Leela, which we observe for the whole month, built into that Leela is that lesson every day for 30 days. She's trying to bind prayasa. The rope doesn't go around. The rope doesn't go around. The rope doesn't go around. But because Krishna didn't want the rope to go around, so he manifested potencies, his vibhuti shakti, rope wouldn't go around. But when he saw the intensity of effort and she's perspiring and flowers are falling from her hair, he withdrew those potencies and exhibited his mercy. Here's Prabhupada. Same point, just from a different angle. Prabhupada and his Vyasa-san in Henry Street. I was sitting right at his feet, so I remember this very well. Supposing you say to Prabhupada speaking, supposing you say to Krishna, Krishna, I am yours, please accept me. Sincerely. Krishna may say, oh, he says he wants me? What about a little sense gratification? And then Prabhupada made a motion. Oh, I only want Krishna. Maybe he wants me. What about a little hardship? So then the devotee says, you may do with me whatever you like. Please keep me engaged in your devotional service. Krishna is examining the sincerity. So that the priyasa, there's the effort. And then Krishna may decide to show his mercy. When Krishna shows his mercy, all right, I am yours. You may engage in my devotional service. You are mine and I am yours. So that's mercy and effort, both. It's not that Krishna is some taskmaster and he's, cruel or something, but our sincerity may be tested by time and circumstance. And behind that time and the circumstance, there's Krishna, and he's examining what is our relationship with him. How much we want. Let's just take chanting. How much do we want to be senseless in our chanting? And that's not just a matter of checking boxes. It's a matter of bhakti. Then you have to know what to do, what not to do. But knowing what to do, what not to do doesn't make perfection. The effort and mercy makes perfection. How's that? Up front.
Hare Krishna. So we hear from the different devotees, Nitya Siddhas, and it's interesting to hear that they have these feelings of separation, but yet they're eternally involved with Krishna.
It's a mystery, isn't it? And to further the mystery, when they're feeling those feelings of separation, the intensity of Krishna reciprocating with them is amplified also. It's a mystery. It's mystery. Not easy to understand. In Potomac, I was at the Potomac Temple before coming here. And there was another mystery we touched on, which was Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was playing with it back and forth. It's the mystery of ordeal that those who are very dear to Krishna, it's in Canto 10, Chapter 88, text number 8, Krishna says, those who I show special favor to, I may deprive them of everything. So that people abandon them because they have nothing. but it's not. It's the intensification. It's a loving exchange. It's intensification of the love because the material things are taken, but then it leaves just one thing. It's like this Romapada. Oh, you want me? Relationship with Krishna is mysterious. It may look like partiality and may look like so many things, but the relationship with Krishna isn't any of those things. And now back to your question about while they're in a very elevated stage and dear to Krishna, and with Krishna, they may be feeling separation. I mean, mystery. By reason and logic, it doesn't make sense. But it's how things happen in the realm. And then suddenly there's meeting. And then suddenly Krishna appears again. I mean, it's like Krishna's not teasing and taunting. It's just loving exchange, an intensification of loving exchange. It's called rasa. Meeting and separation. To understand that topic takes spiritual intelligence. Without spiritual intelligence, we're not going to understand that topic because it's beyond reason. You're right. It doesn't make sense. Material mind is just like can't get around. But it's a loving exchange. Someone can be just like Kamsa or any person that's inimical. Shishupal, they can be with Krishna and see something else. And someone that's in love for Krishna and feeling separation, they're with Krishna. It's mysterious. The platform of love for Krishna is mysterious. And that's what we're headed towards. So get ready for something other than material yardsticks. Measure what that's like. It's predictably mysterious. Okay, I think I'm going to end. Thank you all for coming. Now it works. It wasn't working before. No, I was just playing from my computer. Prabhupada speaking about chanting and losing it emotionally.